Next, we are going to discuss about types of communication. There will be two things other. There we have to study about guided media and unguided media. What do you mean by guided media? Using wire, we are transmitting information that we call it as a guided media. If you are going for without wire, you are transmitting the information that we call it as unguided media, that is wireless. So here, two or three types of guided media is coming. First one is twisted pack cable. Second one is coaxial cable, and third one is optical fiber. So the first thing is twisted cable. What is twisted pack cable? Everybody knows that two wires are twisted together, and that will be used to transmit them. That we call it as a twisted pack cable. Next one, we are going for coaxial cable. That coaxial cable is nothing but you know that cable TV, we have the wire. That wire is inside the copper wire will be there. That will be covered with the mesh and that will be covered with the plastic like material. So that is mainly we are using for cable TV. They are connecting wires. That wire we call it as a coaxial cable. The next one we are going for optical fiber. Now let us we are using optical fiber. This optical fiber means that will be having insulated, that means glass like fiber will be the glass like fiber. That fiber is covered with wire, plastic like material, that we call it as a optical fiber. So first of all we use twisted pack cable that will be used to send information with 200 Mbps only. So that then later we go in for coaxial, it will be more than 450. Now we are getting 450 Mbps. Then we are going for optical, it's more than that. So which the twisted pair is there will be some disadvantages will be there. So we are moving to coaxial cable. That means that distance is we are transmitting information 200 Mbps. So we are going for coaxial cable. Now we are going into the case of optical fiber for transmitting information. So here same way, if we are going for unguided media, we have wireless transmission. That means the first one we are having microwave. How the signals are transmitted from one to another. They are using two parabolic antennas. Antennas will be the sender and receiver. Sender will send the information, that receiver will accept the information. That way they are sending the information from microwave. Then the next one is radio wave. You know that everybody know that. If you are sending the transmitter sending the radio wave, that will be converted into sine wave. Then later it will be decoded. That is altered. Then we call it as a radio wave transmission. Next, we are going for satellite link. That will be we are using antennas for transmitting the information. That will be mainly used for fax, video, voice data, then email. You want to send information to one to another, we are using satellite link. No? That will be using antennas for sender to receiver. The next, we are going for infrared. What do you mean by infrared? You know that we are using in the we are using Bluetooth devices and we are using TV remote, that we call it as an infrared example. That will be if it cannot be penetrate the building. So if we are using in the same hall or something, that itself we have to use infrared like infrared. Okay, that means we will be using the distance between 2.4 to 16 Mbps only infrared will be used. These are unguided medias, that is wireless we are using transmission. These three are we call it as a twisted pack cable or coaxial or optical fiber. That is optical fiber, I told you that it will be used to send the signals, light signals from one to another. And what is the disadvantage between the optical fiber is that is cost expensive also, and the experienced persons only can be used to install it, otherwise it will be damaged. That is the main disadvantages of your optical fiber. So these are the things coming out of your guided media and unguided media. Three things I have explained in guided media, that is twisted pair cable, coaxial cable and optical fiber. Now unguided media, what are the five things? Microwave transmission, radio wave transmission, satellite transmission and infrared. These are the four things coming out of your unguided media.